You should be down.
Hey, hello Santa. How are you?
That would work actually. This parking spot
This-
is a bit finicky.
What's going on here? Yeah, it's just we haven't got enough.
Try spawning where bottom left of the map. See if you can get more than one there. I just spawned in.
Where are we talking? Krimsk.
Price risk? Yeah, Krimsk. Something like that. Right. Yep, I'm there.
I might
That's
be
the
there.
parking spot thing.
Stupid bloody thing.
Alright, yeah, so Mel and me are at Krimsk.
Okay.
Should I swap in to Krimsk?
Hey, good are you? Yeah. I'm fine. I'm basically doing some basic startup for these two on these. Yeah, but the point is with this mission, right? We always want to start off at Krasnodar because the mission is up the road. So all these are like overspills, which we used to do before. And Krasnodar, where we need all the stuff, right, there is only one. There's like probably going to be, well, I bet there's 118. Even though I did it on yours. And this is why I'll go in. Oh, the wasps have come in. That makes a change. It's usually too cold in here for them. But this is the problem. And I've found it too many times. When I go to start, we haven't got the stuff that we need. So what I do is trash it and I go back to an old one and manually put stuff in. Which is why I was on that old one before. But that does mean that we can't necessarily see what's going on with Yam. But hey ho.
Give me 2 seconds, sorry.
Sorry guys, just trying to get this sorted, and I thought it would all be okay, but obviously not. The joys of dynamic stream, dynamic. It is a ball's ache. But anyway, hello, welcome to the stream. So today,
I can see now. Can't see.
Yeah, can you jump out of that into where we are then? Try at Krimsk.
Yeah, he has. He's at Krimsk, but he's just.
Oh, are you? Oh, right. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So he's at plot 20, and me and you are at plot 35 and 36.
Yeah, I'm a bit away from
Yeah, I can see you two, and I can see him. That's fine. But Krimsk, you know, if we were doing the mission, it's like a long way. Do you know what I mean? Away. So we used to put F-18s here, but helicopters are no good here at all. Anyway, it's good enough. Right. I just hope the Apaches aren't down here. Oh, there goes the controller again. Right, okay. So just for the benefit of those watching, we're going to just go through. Sorry, for the benefit of those watching, we're just going to go through a rough and ready startup of the Chinook. That was the startup procedure not long after they came out. There's a few things have changed since then, and yes, you can set waypoints and that, and I haven't even bothered to learn it because I jump in, start it up, and take what I want when I want it to the place I want. There is no HUD at this stage, so reading some of the screens is a little bit difficult for me. I don't know what it's like for you guys, but let's make sure that's working. Okay, so assuming you're sitting in the right hand seat of the Chinook, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, some of these things are going to require us to look over to the left and up and down a bit. And I think in the original it tells you to swap seats. However, if you use right control, right shift and number 4 and right control and right shift number 6, you'll be able to do what I've just done, which is slide around and move over to where I want to see. Now, you've both got head tracking, I assume. It's just... Okay, so you should... you might need to change seat. Yeah, that's fine. It's just if you look, if you've got a picture of the stream, you'll see what I'm looking at the moment. Let me know when you can see it. So as I said, this is a rough and ready, just get the thing started. And that's all we're interested in for this. After that, we'll do some Apache stuff, probably from the back seat startup and that, and from the front seat, maybe if we got time. No one's answered me, so I don't know whether you can see where you are yet or whether you can see what you want.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
So what I'm going to do in the meantime...
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Okay, I'm selecting a mission because otherwise we'll trigger a random mission as we fly around if we fly into a specific area. You're going to get a voice on in a minute with a briefing, all right? The main bit what that we need to see is where the battery, the generators, the APU is.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Take out the convoy first, then lay waste to the outpost.
Right, so what we're going to do first, we're not going to do it yet. We're going to, can you see the battery, which is just above that bottom row of 3 switches on the left hand side? We're going to switch that on. After that, we're going to switch, there's an APU toggle just to the right of it with 2 blanks in the middle. Those are lights. We need to switch the APU to the run position for 5 seconds and then press the toggle down to start for 2 seconds. And then if you wait a short amount of time, you'll see the APU ready light come on, which is next to the APU toggle. Do you want me to repeat that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, right, so these switches at the bottom, okay, we've got, as I said, if you're on the stream you'll see it close. This is the battery, so we can all switch the battery on. So switch the battery on now. Have you done that?
Yep, done.
Okay, so this, moving over slightly to the right, what we're going to do is we move it to the middle position for 5 seconds. After that, we're going to press it down for 2 and it'll pop back to the middle when you let go. I'll show you with mine. It's a very approximate 5 seconds. Now, I usually count it in my head or talk and then press it down for 2 and then let go and then wait a bit and see if the APU light comes on. You're likely, if you've got your volume turned up more than I have, to hear something happen. And you'll see the APU light come on. Did you see?
Yeah.
So switch it to the middle, 5 seconds, down for 2, and then let go, and then wait a little bit. If anybody else has got the Chinook, I am aware.
Okay, it's spooling up.
Okay, excellent. So you should hear that, and then you'll see the APU ready light come on. Let me know when you've got yours, Wiz. As I said,
You ready?
excellent. Okay, it's very easy to forget whether it's 2 or 5 for the first one, and you will mix it up. Once the APU is ready, just beneath it is the APU light, button, and if we press that down, you'll now see in the cockpit a whole array of screens and lights.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
Have you both got that?
Yep.
Okay. So in the center screen, you've got a caution summary and all of those alerts will disappear. The ones on the right, it's telling you EGI 1 and 2 is available, APU's on, parking brake is on. The EGI mode available, I'm not sure why it's displayed because you used to have to switch it on and it's already on by default now. I'm not quite sure why, but we'll come to that. The idea is we're going to go through everything and there shouldn't be any messages left on the caution summary. While we're looking at this, we're going to scroll over to the right, and you can go either way on the screens. Can you see here we've got number 1, which is 0.0, and number 2, which is the engines. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
When we go to start the left engine, we press and hold the button till this gets to 12, then we let go of the button. Okay, I'm just making you aware now so you know where to look when we get to it. Look right up over your head, and you'll see 2 levers with 2 columns of switches. I'll wait for you to get your heads in position because I know it's a ball's ache.
Yep.
Okay. So if you look in the middle, there's 2 switches. The top one, we're going to move it down to the open position, which is the crossfeed. Now, some of the switches don't actually do anything. It doesn't seem to matter either way. But this is the process, as I said, originally. It may have moved on a bit now. Right. Are you both...
Crossfeed to open, have you?
Yeah, move crossfeed to open. And then on the left, the 2 center toggles are aft fuel and forward fuel. And we switch both of those forward. Or down, should I say.
Just the left ones?
Yeah, just the left. Left engine first, right engine second. So the middle 2. Let me know when you've done that.
Yes, I've done the left ones.
Okay. The grey lever, now we're going to move down to the next stop. At the moment, both levers are up and they're both in the stop position. So you can hover over the lever and roll your mouse wheel slowly, not too fast, and it'll just click over and it'll be in the ground position like mine is now. When it gets to the ground position, it will move out a little bit. Okay, you done as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you look down that panel, you'll see the FADEC below, and just below that is a little toggle called Engine Start 1 and 2. So what we're going to do is left mouse button the engine start to number 1, and then look down at the screen I showed you, right, which is down here, until NG for engine number 1 reaches 12, and then let go. That's all we're going to do. Okay, I'll do mine first. Look down here. I'm zooming in a bit. It's now at 12. Let go. Going to turn my... Okay, you should see your rotor start to go round.
Yeah.
Okay, there's probably other things that are going on, but as I said, this is a fast and dirty. Now, if you look at those numbers, it should settle at about 63. So mine is at 63 already. I started a bit before yours.
Yep, 63.
Yep.
Okay, so now we look back up at that panel. And this time we're going to do the same for the right engine. So on the right hand column of those toggles, the middle 2, we're going to put the aft fuel flow down, the forward fuel flow down, and then roll the lever to the ground position. Let me know when you get there.
Yep.
Yeah?
Almost.
Okay. It's all right. Sometimes people don't answer. So I'm sitting here not knowing whether it's been done or not. Okay, so now this time we're going to use the right mouse button to move the engine start to number 2, and as before we're going to look down and wait until it gets to 12 and then let go. We're starting up the right engine. Right, that's my end. Okay. Okay, if you look on the center console panel now, you can see nearly all the caution summaries have gone. Okay, so engine number 1 and 2 are both on 63. Right, so let's look back up at the same place again at the grey levers. And this time, just roll the left one down and roll the right one down, and then the throttles are going to be more open and you'll hear the RPM go up, etc. So if you do both of those. Let me know when they're done.
Done.
Right, okay. So look over on the left panel, lower left, where we started with the battery and the APU. We're going to switch generator 1 on, which is the lower left toggle, and generator 2 on. If you move along to the right slightly, the bottom left toggle switch is called a BU power off on, yeah? We're going to switch that down. And then we'll switch the crossfeed off, which we did at the very beginning. So it's the middle of the 2 columns of switches. The top one we're going up, and as I said earlier, this is, yeah, we go it up. So this is a fast and dirty original version of the startup, all right? So I'm aware things have changed, but it's good enough for what we want. Okay, so look down at the screen on the left knee. Okay, and select the button next to power, and as I said to you before, it says EGI 1 and EGI 2 are on. That used to say off, right? I mean, it's usually, right, 2 clicks. It used to be 2 clicks to switch it on, and it's not now. But if you switch it off and on again, look, you see those little summary lights go off, which doesn't make sense to me. So whether that's just something that's crept in or not, I don't know. The RWR you switch on, and when we run our normal map, it'll start going on 10 to the dozen. Okay, you both done that. You don't have to switch those on or off, but it gets rid of those lights that, as I said, it used to be that you switch them on. Right, look down on the panel or the console between the 2 screens. So you've got one on the left knee, and you've got the equivalent for the co-pilot on his right knee. You've then got a series of toggle buttons and a rotary. Can you see these?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the trimmer system, and it's on auto by default. Now there's a big knob to the right, and if you rotate it round to 12 o'clock to both, you'll find your flight is really nice and smooth. If you don't put that on, you'll find that your flight is very wallowy and the response is awful. When it first came out, this didn't do anything at all. and it was a horrible thing to fly. So if you switch it to 12 o'clock and leave it as it is, that's fine. And if you look lower down the panel, so you're looking more adjacent to your left thigh, just behind the knee, you'll see to the left hand side you've got your ASC, where you've got arm and bypass.
Yep.
Okay, so you can put it on arm, and I always bypass it and then fire flares manually. Now, the way that it tells you, if you watch Thingamajig's vid from originally, there's a big wheel that is to do with your steering when you're taxiing. There's only one wheel that you can turn, and that's the wheel on the back right, I think it is. You didn't, what did you press? Right, okay, did you take the brake off by mistake? Oh, let's see, yeah. Is your throttle up? Looks like your throttle's forward. Right, so we're not going to put the wheel on, we're just going to go from a standing start. There's a couple of things we can do on the left screen of the pilot, the one with all the green lines on, yeah? The columns on, next to the artificial horizon.
Sorry, no, you have to repeat that, please.
Okay, so in the pilot's view, there's two screens. One with an artificial horizon, one with all the engine pressures and stuff.
Yeah.
Click the HSD button on the lower left. So you've got some sort of compass.
Yep.
The next one to it, just click it and you get a map. And then there's one called overlay, and you can click that on and do other stuff. Other stuff meaning that if you look in the manual you might find out more. This thing started anyway, and as I said, there is more stuff. You can set waypoints, but I've never bothered because that came out after I learned how to take it off. So what you want to do now, hopefully, unless your brakes are off, let me have a look. If you click right control and enter, can you see the red box on the bottom with your axis? So I think it's right control and enter. It brings up, you know, the axis box that shows you all your axes.
Oh, yeah.
Right, are there two white lines at the top or down the bottom? Oh yeah, slightly below, that's fine. So your brakes on, that's fine, that's all I was after. It sounds like your wheel's not locked. So yeah, you could do with that wheel being locked, but don't worry, just go up, just take off, and it flies. It flies really, really easy. All right, you can take off, Wiz, I think.
I have some questions. Going back to the APU.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to switch it off. I do apologise. I wanted to get started before we did that. But what's your question?
So I know I did hear you say turn off Gen 1, but did you turn off Gen 2 as well?
No, I turned them both on.
On.
Not on, not off, yeah, down.
Yeah, down.
That's where they should be. They weren't down by default.
Do you not turn off the APU?
Yeah, we're just going to do it. So once this is ready, right, once you start it up, then switch off the APU, which is the bottom one, and switch the other APU, right, you can switch that one off as well. Okay? It's just a right click. But the gen should be on, otherwise all your screens will go off.
Let's go back to Eggy mode available now.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's as I said, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much. I don't know how much more they've done. There are a few more things you can do, like you can add waypoints in, you can set a waypoint. There's a direct flight, but I've never bothered because it's still got too much missing for me to bother with the other stuff, and I don't want to keep learning new bits and then, you know, it all changes again. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's a bit jiggly.
A bit what? There you go, you're up in the air. Just take it nice and easy, nice and slow. If you set a trim, the trim is like an airplane rather than a helicopter. Are you up yet, Wiz? Oh no, I see you.
No.
You're lucky that you're coming now, because before you'd get about 2 feet off the air and then it would drop like a sack of potatoes. Alright, they just gently increase the collective. I can see that you've got your back doors open, Wiz. Any idea why? Oh, you've got gunners on. Okay. Just lift your throttle a bit more. You start to move forward and you'll start to generate lift as well. Sorry, which guys? What they're doing?
Have a look.
What, the gunners? What are they dancing to? Has Disco Dave got his dancing out? Is it... You have to pay attention to your flying. Anyway, when you're on, just fly around the base, find a perimeter track, fly around a couple of times, get a feel for it, and then come back and land in your spot. We can all land together if you want. Someone's hurtling down there. This is faster than the Apache.
Oh, it wants to go left. I think I've got some damage on this.
Usually,
Why not go?
if it's damaged, right, Disco Dave will get his decks out. So find a perimeter track and just do a couple of circuits around. It's a very easy startup. As I said, it's very basic.
Yeah, not too bad. Go through a few more times to remember it out.
Oh, yeah, well, when we get to the A10 next Wednesday, you'll be doing that a few more times, and I'll be explaining a lot of things.
First 3 buttons.
And my rudders have gone, by the way. Come on, rudders, start to work.
Oh, he goes, yeah.
Oh, where's he going?
No, I just see him dart underneath me.
Yeah, I've got no rudder at the moment, which is not great. I don't know why they keep switching off, but they're a pain in the ass, because now I can't turn left. Come on, get over.
I don't know if I'm not. No.
You just have to be very gentle with it and don't take off too much collective, because it is very deceiving. It will drop like a brick.
On your right-hand MFD, there's a bar with like a blue or red indicator of like your
I can't see
drop
it.
speed.
The helicopter is shaking that much. I can't just see the speed.
Yeah, you probably knackered your chopper. How you doing, Wiz, in your control? All right.
Yeah, slowly coming down again.
I've got no bloody, as I said, rudder at all. which is not great.
Is that?
I'm relying on the helicopter turning.
Alright, I'll try. Oh, John, is it?
Yeah, Johnny was in the helicopter that sort of crashed on the thingamajig.
Control that. It's just sat there watching us.
What, the one where it fell apart and hit the thing earlier on? Come on.
Okay, Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
Let's have a
Alright, collision course.
look at my controls. If anyone's got any questions, please ask. So you've got no rudder at the moment. Joystick throttle doesn't even appear. Look. So rescan. This might kick me out. I hope it doesn't.
Why are you on? Okay, Johnny.
I'm trying to do a rescan. Yeah, it's going to kick me out. It doesn't work properly. It used to work fine. You could switch on rescan or enable hot plug and rescan, and it would pick it up. But recently what it's doing is just causing the game to crash, which is a real pain in the ass. I do apologise. And my pedals go off and on at the moment. Something's up with them. I don't know what. Sorry, say that again.
Roll it the other way. You have to click it first to put it over a smidgen.
Yeah.
Right click it.
So what are you trying to do with them?
No, not really.
And guess what? Because my pedals are gone, right? My game, right, won't rescan, and it won't allow me to put my pedals back on. Oh, yay! Now what have I got? Nothing. Let's have a look. No pedals. I've got that, that's fine. Oh man, it's really bad, isn't it? Orbit axis. Axis. Pedals, nothing. Right, that's... Let's see if it picks it up. If you've got... I used to just, you know, pick up something. So, enable hot plugs on. So when it sees a new device, it should just come on. And that's telling me the device isn't working again. Because I've got no thingamajig. I've got no rudder. Just bear with me. While I jump under the desk. Has it picked it up? It doesn't look like it, does it? Rescan. Sorry about these funny clunky noises. It's my being under the table and moving my mics around a bit. What's he doing? You just got a wheel. It's supposed to be a rescan. It's not doing a lot. Still not come up. So you flying around okay, Wiz? Might as well just close it. Just been a pain in the ass. It's easier to make sure it's working in Windows than it is in here. So apologies, as always. It usually crashes anyway. I don't know why of late. But let me just fire up. There's a little utility that seems to work better in Chrome. And I suspect throttle, joystick, pendular rudder, you see. So my rudder's there, and my joystick, and that. The unknown gamepad is fine. So I'll go in now. But that tells me that the rudder's actually working. So when the game initializes, yeah, it's alright. I couldn't do anything, and so I just killed it and did a gamepad tester in Chrome, and that can see my pedals. So I'm just starting the game back up. If you're still buggered, yeah, just jump in another helicopter, start again.
Crash one game, I think.
It doesn't surprise me. I've noticed it gets really flaky of late. It never used to be. It would allow you to alt-tab out, do lots of things. It would do enable hot plug, and it would detect when your controller was on or off. But it seems to do a big stutter, a pause, and then crash, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. If anyone's got any questions, please ask. There is more to the startup and configuration of the Chinook as time's gone on. But as I said earlier, what I don't do is I can learn each little bit and it all bloody changes again. So I know enough to start it up and load it and use it for what I need to use it for. It's like everything else DCS do. You know, it just drags on and on and on and on and on. And on and on and on. It's one of the few things I wanted to have a fly at and jump into when it came out, because these helicopters are quite amazing. Not there, there. That's where I'm going. Change that to here. Let's go in there. Right, let's see if my pedals are working. Look at that, no pedals. So, I know the pedals are working, so why isn't the game seeing the device? There it is. Just do axis commands, and there they are. Now it's in. Pain in the ass, isn't it? Right, I'm just about to start up again, Yam. Do you want to start up another one?
I've already started it up, mate.
Excellent. Straightforward, isn't it?
It's very straightforward, yeah. Easier than the Hornet.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's, as I said, this is a rough and ready, get the thing going type thing, rather than a really in detailed thing. I messed that up then. I went to talk and pressed the button. Might be going now. Give it a couple of seconds. Doesn't look like it, does it?
Do you have to do like alignments and stuff?
I'm not sure whether that's in yet or what, to be honest. Literally since it was out, I sort of found out how to do the startup, and then I haven't bothered with a lot of the additional stuff. I just point it where it goes. I can't read the screens when I'm flying.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah, you have to look super close, which means you're not looking.
you're not looking at your helicopter, and it's too big, and it'll be away from you too quick before you know what's going on.
What was the
I think I messed this up,
how do you
didn't
read the map up again?
I?
So
Go on, you tell him.
MFD, bottom left button HSD, press it once. The one to the right of that, press that once as well.
Sorry, that's a bit again.
So you press HSD, which gives you just a black compass, yeah?
Yeah.
So to the right of HSD, press that
yeah.
button.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's overlay, I think.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Johnny.
Oh yeah, it's quite nice there, isn't it?
You can come in channel, Johnny. You don't have to sit out there. It's fine. Next week I'll be carrying on, but it'll be an early start. It'll be 9 o'clock. It'll be A10C, following on from what I was doing with Wiz last week. So I went through the startup in detail. We flew up somewhere. We did a MAV. I finished off by doing multiple Mavericks at different targets on a pass. and then
You start putting waypoints in with the CDU or whatever it's called.
yeah.
You have to go one above. So if you want to go to waypoint 3, you have to go to click on waypoint 4.
It's the same as the shark. That's like you do in the shark because it counts where you start as one. It's quite an easy startup.
Base, is it, or where the Chinook is?
1 is where you align, I think. That's what like it is in the shark. So it counts number 1 as where you align. In the A10C, it's 0 or initial position. Which I assume you knew that, Wiz, as the A10. Yeah, the problem is, I don't think we did it, but I mentioned it. But the trouble is, when you go to start adding your own waypoints in, it defaults. You'll see it on initial position, and if you don't hit the right button first, you overwrite it. Not a good thing, necessarily. Okay, so that's up. Wang these down.
I don't know why I keep saying Iggy 1 right away.
It's, well, it's on. It's switched on, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know, I don't get it either. I'm going to switch this off this time. No, don't need that. Don't need that. Now the engines are up. That's all done. Turn the knob up to 12 o'clock. It used to be that they were off. It told you Eggy was available, right? So if I turn these off, that goes off. If I turn them back on again, right, it doesn't come up.
Did after a little while, because I did that. So I turned them back on, they disappeared. 5 minutes later, it's now come back up saying...
No idea. No idea, to be honest. As I said, there's lots of things, there's flashing lights that stay on and shouldn't. Right, hopefully I've got some pedals now. Right, so how's the flying of it? How are you finding it?
So far so good. I've got to put it down first.
Yeah, before what used to happen, as I said, is as you start to land, it just would drop out the sky really easy. This thing is so heavy, but the engine's so powerful, you don't even notice. It floats, doesn't it? Right, so what we're going to do when you're both ready is we're going to fly up to Krasnodar Central, okay? And we're going to fly up there quite quickly. And then we'll try and come in and land. Now, I'm not going to do a rolling landing. I'm just going to get in and land. And one of the problems I've noticed is when you start to brake it, to slow down, it starts shooting up in the air, which is a bit of a ball's ache. That's better. We can control this now.
Oh yeah, just crashing.
Well, let me know when you're ready, and we'll go for a ride up to Krasnodar Central. Pardon?
Krasnodar Central have a waypoint?
It will do, but I'm not worried about it. We know where it is. I think it's waypoint 9. Hey Pixel, how you doing? So I've just gone through the startup with the Chinook with a couple of people. We may move on to the Apache, and I don't know whether one wants to learn it. The other one can fly it, but doesn't. It does do a manual, but what I want to do is go in and fly. That crossfeed normally, once you start up, should be closed. So it's up. But no doubt once they bring a certain patch out, it'll say it's got to be open. Do you know what I mean? This is the problem. The procedure will change. There is a step-by-step procedure in the documentation, but it'll add a lot of extra steps in, especially as far as the, what's it called? I always forget the name. The fade, probably. Anyone ready to go up to Kras?
Yeah.
Is there a waypoint for Kras?
You don't need it. You don't need it. Oh. Yeah, we're on Krimsk, right? So Krasnodar's really easy. So if we go up, let me think of the direction here. That's north. If we head up north, you'll see a lake just above us. And that lake, if you get to the end of it and then go forward, you'll come to a river that we're going to low level fly down the river. And as you go up that river, right, you'll come to a pool. And if you turn left at the pool, you're at Krasnodar Central. So it's enough of a fly, right, to get you used to the feel. And we should be able to do it relatively quick.
Okay.
Okay, so when you're ready, I'll take off again. In the SATD mission, you end up flying quite a long way, especially if you're going to the islands. Right. So I'm just hovering around towards the end of the base. I can't remember, I think it's 422. So I'm up the fore end. Yeah, I can't wait for there to be a hood.
Yeah, that would make a big difference.
It's a pain in the ass. I just can't read the numbers or anything. Do you know what I mean? Which is part of the reason why I don't bother adding some of the other little bits on. I know what I haven't added on this one. Anybody ready to go yet?
Yeah.
Alright, if you come up and get either side of me. Who wants to lead? You look at your map, you'll see the top of the lake. You'll see the lake, this end of it, yeah, just in front of us. So all you got to do is follow that lake up to the top. And then find the river and then low level over the river. Try not to crash obviously, but if you do, you do. It's not a big deal.
You can see the wheels.
I'm just at the end of the runway.
Well, I'm below 7, so...
Right. Okay, there's Johnny. Dave's sitting quietly in my my chopper. Okay, I can see somebody coming below and somebody... Oh no, it's a shadow, I think. Okay, when we go over the water, it's going to be fairly low, alright? So you can see the lake, it sort of kicks off to the right, and you want to be fairly low over the lake. Who are we missing at the moment?
I'm in front of you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trying to slow down.
It will go quite quick, to be honest. You little guys out the back. You ready, Yam?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, I see. Come on, then we'll go up the lake.
There's somebody who goes L. Honey.
And then we land out at, as I said, at Kras Central. Does move quick though, to be fair.
I don't see you down, so...
I'm on the lake, lower down.
I'm just going there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, about 23 miles.
Blue writing is not exactly easy to read, is it?
It's
No,
just,
what's in
it's just terrible, isn't it? You know, once you get a hood or something, it'll be so much easier. So if you can see the map, you can see where the middle of the lake is, yeah? At the top, we'll try and head over to the middle of the lake. I mean, to the middle at the top of the lake. And then we should hit the river that we want to go and follow. Everyone together, sort of thing. You two keep an eye on each other. Now, when you get your trimming sorted out, you'll find once you go over a certain speed, right, this thing will automatically fly level and when you do a turn, I can't remember up to the angle, but it will automatically do the pedals for you. So a turn would be coordinated, so you wouldn't be slipping. Which I can't even remember some of that myself, to be honest, because I was having a problem with it trimming the last times I was using it. It wasn't sort of staying nose down. Disco Dave sitting comfortably by the looks of it. I can see them in the background.
So what is the trim like on the Chinook then? Is it like...
It's like a plane. It's like a plane.
And none of the above?
Yeah.
So am I supposed to hold the trim in and then...
Christ knows, I've forgotten. I think it's more like a plane where you're adjusting it as you go along. Right, the little river is not too far away, and when we hit that, we want to ideally be beneath the trees when we're going along it. This is your classic helicopter ride, by the way. And when you get 3 or 4 Hueys coming down, it looks great. So it should look better with 3 or 4, well, 3 Chinooks, but we'll see.
How come my map isn't updated? I know, it just thinks I'm still over Christmas.
I have no idea, matey. May I refer you to the manual? As I said, the document that comes with it is somewhat sparse, and I have no idea what systems they've introduced in it.
Turn your Aggie on.
Sorry?
Is your reggae on?
Or is it...
I've turned them off and back on again.
Okay, so yeah, dynamics.
Okay, the little stream is in front. Watch as we turn, we'll turn into it. I just hope it's the right one, looks like it. And then drop down beneath the trees and have a nice little tree-laden helicopter run. And put my feet back on my pedals. And this is where you find your handling, right, is interesting, because there's some really tight turns here. So if you can get lower than the trees as well, that will be good. You see a big splash and smoke, that will be me.
Yeah, what if you do? Give me a review mirror.
What's going on?
So that'll be me, flashing and smoking.
Try and keep down below the trees if you can. Pardon?
Not even got to the water yet.
Haven't you? You'll see it. You'll see it crossing the top of the map. Let me, I'm going to pull over to the right here and let's have a look. Well, where's this going? Didn't like that, did it? Oh, I see. There you go. That's all right. Keep over the water. Don't go over the trees. I've stopped to have a look at you both. Cutting the corners. Can't do that. Where's Yam?
Behind you.
Ah, where's... That's fine. Where's Wiz?
6 miles away.
What? Are you pulling it? You got a rope on the front? Oh, there you... No, that's Johnny. That's Johnny. Yeah, see Johnny with his flares. Are you following the lake, the river? Or have you gone...
I can see the water now.
Oh, really? You that far back? You need to, you know, get a move on.
No,
Can't see you. Can you see me?
I just passed you.
Right, couldn't see it. Okay. Yeah, if you
I'm
keep...
on the river now.
If you keep low down, it's really quite twisty and turny, especially at speed. So you need to pick your line early. Who's that up above? Is that Johnny?
Magnus_07 said, "What are we doing?"
So basically, these guys wanted to do a manual startup of the Chinook. So I've given the Fast and Furious one. One of the guys has never flown it before, so at this point we're just going along the river over to Krasnodar Central. Quite low, quite quick. Obviously we had an MI8 coming the other way there, that would be Johnny. So it's just for them to
He's definitely going to die on landing.
handle. Where's this going? Oh, it's going down there, okay. Let's get... Hey, Johnny. Stinger.
No.
Oh, Stingy.
Hey. That don't sound like a Johnny to me.
It don't sound like a Johnny.
It's the Johnny.
Oh, it is actually, yes. Sorry, I forgot there, mister.
Chinook is so finicky at low speed hover.
Oh, I know. It's not as bad as it was. At one point, it would just belly flop. Right, whoever I'm behind, speed up. Because you need to speed up. What do you mean you can't? And be lower as well if you can. I was low. Now I'm high. That's not over the river.
No. When you can't do the turn,
And why can't you do the turn?
I mostly fly the Huey and Apache.
Yeah.
Kicks no
many
rock
times
trying
the
to
speed
hover
up
without
and
going
the speed I'm
RS.
doing.
Oh, it can be a ball's ache, to be honest.
See either. Which way, right or left?
Look at your map, or look at your eyes. Use your mark ones. You did go under the bridge, didn't you?
What bridge?
Okay, that's fine. That is not the river.
If I had to turn right.
You're not going under that bridge.
No, yeah, I'm joking. I'm following you over here, matey. I can see you.
I'm trying to hide.
If you were low, right, I wouldn't see you very well, but you're like this massive big fat bird in the sky.
Crash.
No, come on. I thought you're the one that can fly this, and Yam hasn't.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I do low flying below tree lines along the river.
I thought you flew the Huey.
Job done.
Yeah, but we need the job done today, not tomorrow.
This surprise is needed. I'm surprised.
Oh, man. Has anyone spotted whether we've got there yet? It was me. I was following you. At least I can't see you now, so you'll be alright. Where's that going over there? Is it?
You're going a bit high.
I've also gone the wrong way there. I think.
Right, are we?
Looks like it. No, we're not.
No.
I've done a U.
Oh my god. Trees.
And you can see the river over there, so you know you got a nice sweeping left. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Stingy. Yeah. Thank you for the. Thanks, Stingy. Right, have you got to Krasnodar yet? I'm overdoing the engine a bit here, look, as you can see. We haven't got... I think we're there, actually, aren't we? What happened? I'm pretty sure where we want to go is over here.
Magnus _7 said, "You don't really need 2 engines anyways."
Well, Did you take your goggles off?
I had to, yeah, but I moved on because what I had to do with
Oh dear. How's it flying in VR? In this? I think this might be a bit early.
Yeah, you are.
No, Krasnodar Central.
Go right for 13 miles.
Oh, still?
Yeah, so 090 degrees.
Yeah, it's all right. No, I'm going back on the river because I know it leads to where we want to go. I just wasn't sure because my inability on waypoints on this. So you're still following me? Did you?
It's nice in VR if your PC can handle it. Chinook is heavy on textures and VR.
Yeah, it's very heavy. It's like the Apache.
I hit the water.
You hit the water.
Yes.
Right, okay. Get back in it, bring it back up the stream again, and meet me at Kras. And then when you're at Kras, then we can switch to the Apache.
I'm at Kras.
No, Krimsk you got to start at. It does wallow. It used to wallow really badly before. Yeah, that's fine. That was a good way of doing it. So all this was an exercise for these guys in starting up and then just handling, really flying it. But I'll jump out the water and we'll go over to.
He still wants to wallow if you have FFB.
Oh yeah. No, but if it wallows, and in other words, the way I think of it is you push forward and nothing, you push forward and then it moves. And then you pull back, nothing, so you pull back more, right? And that's how a real helicopter handles. You know, there's a delay, and the delay is not a problem if it's realistic. If it's not realistic, it's a problem, if that makes sense. Let's pull that back a little bit. So in real helicopters there is a delay, which is fair enough, which you might be experiencing, I don't know. It's a little bit more instant without force feedback, but whether that is less realistic or what, I'm not sure. I can't read this stuff, and this is the problem. You have to
Yeah, for sure, in the
zoom it.
lines. Most instant on the piston engine heli.
So we can see where the lake is just on the map. So if I go over here, we should end up in Krasnodar. It's not 8:10 this week, Stingy, by the way. It's next week at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're following on with the 810C.
Next week.
Yeah, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Delay is pretty extreme compared to other modules.
It is a little bit sort of, but not as much as it was when it first came out. It was awful. Now it's reasonably responsive. Don't think I'm too far away. Let's have a quick look at the map. No, I'm not. Look.
Oh, it was almost unusable back then.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, your stick was the opposite direction that the helicopter was all the time. But then again, look at the way the Apache has changed. I mean, that would VRS if you looked at it in a, you know, a bit of side eye. And now it's a lot easier to handle, but I still don't know. Is it more realistic or less realistic? Have they made it easier to fly? I know they put a bloody trim reset on it, and there's no such thing. And that's only down to people not trying to learn the helicopter properly, because they come from a plane and don't find out how to fly helicopters. They just get into something and then whinge because it's not got a reset. It's pathetic. And more so that because Eagle Dynamics put a trim reset button on an Apache. It's ridiculous.
Use trim reset, I just trim it then.
Exactly. It's trim. It's the same as the Shark, you know, it's constantly changing the trim. It's the same thing. Which is, I always say, learn the Huey. If you're going to do helicopters, always learn the Huey first to get a good feel of helicopters. Then learn how to trim in the Shark. You don't have to buy it, it's a free version. And then by the time you get to the Apache, a combination of the helicopter knowledge and the trimming will help a lot. Obviously you've got your attitude hold, and you've...
Honestly, I don't even use the force trim much unless I need to look away for a second.
Yeah, that's fair enough. The reason for the trim though is obviously because you think about the helicopters and the loading on your arm, especially with the Huey. Whereas game-wise, it's not the same, is it? You know, it's nothing. But at least you can have a cup of tea or a drink while you're flying. So yeah, the problem is with this thing, or used to be, where we are. So I'm going to land over there somewhere. It would look like you're landing. Who was that? Who just crashed? Or has someone blown up the fuel trucks?
Referee with FFB will work your arm out over 120 knots.
Yeah. Who just crashed?
I hope it just crashed on it, yeah.
Nah, it's probably Johnny's shot him.
Big Bob Joy up here is on the edge of his seat.
He's there, I bet he is as well. Has he got his discs out yet?
Nice
His
smooth
decks.
transition.
Thank you.
Come on, the kids.
Still wants to bob up a little bit all the time. I think I want to get that close to his fire. down nearly.
Well, you are doing like me. On a taxi, even with wheels.
Yeah. Oh, a bit too far. It's trees behind me. But it does tend to want to keep going up sometimes. It's a pain in the ass, especially if you do a hard turn to slow down. This is where you'll drop into a VRS if you're not really careful. Like that. Right? And that started to go into a VRS. When you think it's okay and it's just sitting there nicely, it just goes... Well, not that noise, but you get the gist, as you saw. Right, where are you two?
That's a micro project there.
It is. Yeah, it is a pain up. Hey, Hayden. Yeah, it is a bit of a pain, but sometimes when you do a hard bank at speed, instead of slowing down and staying where you are, it tends to slow down but goes climbing. Sorry, you're here.
I was just whispering to Jan that he needs to move over this way.
Okay. This is Johnny. I used to fly that as well years ago. When it come out, flew it a lot. I tend to fly the Shark, the Huey, the Apache, and then just use this for... Right, I can see... Yeah, I'm just waiting for Yam. Are you on the way over again, Yam? Oh, right, yeah.
Central, which is not far from where you are.
Okay, hang a left. And head... Oh, you're going to right. Okay, that's fine. You want to head about 282 for 8.
282?
It does when you slow down. It really wants to... climb, yeah, and it's a pain in the ass because you want to do a brake turn. It just basically starts hiking itself up in the air. Yeah, you're not far. That's right, mate. You come in. You'll see the runway soon. So how was that?
It's like riding a bike.
It's not difficult in terms of it's very floaty. When you got a little bit of weight on it, right, it basically really is something else. Don't know whether these are going to stop this time. Never used to stop. Now, did you want to go through the the Apache startup, Yam, or you're not interested? It's up to you.
I know it's not.
Yeah.
Yash said, hello, mate.
Hey, hello, Captain Yash.
I need to put this thing down.
I'll come back. Oh, look, it stops now, I think. Never used to. Let's put some collective on it.
For me?
Let's
John
have a look.
Said, getting good
Keep going.
20 FPS.
A good bit of lag, really. Yeah, you're doing well. Just keep going. And on the line you're on. So what's your preference? In the back or in the front, Wiz?
Magnus _
Okay.
said, if I have cargo resupplies, I just play it safe and go for rolling landing.
Yeah, I just go in and land.
Oh, yeah, it's the airport.
Normally, it's a bit easier, I find, with a little bit more weight on, but I still find it a little bit floaty.
Yeah, if you want, get him some practice in flight.
We've got a mission up the way. What I was going to do, I've got to fly initially, and then I was going to switch over. So you being in the front is not a problem. We'll just take. I forgot which one it is now. We'll just take the L's.
Like
Won't take. Stick with a hat on.
Don't want to waste them.
Yeah. My other half is quite good at flying the Huey, and she's good at getting the gunners in the right place. But if she tries to pick things up, she always kills them. And because she struggles with it, she doesn't practice it, if you know what I mean. There's no point practicing something you can do. You have to practice the stuff you can't. Right, here comes Yam. He's going to suddenly stop and park over there. There is a set of controls to open the back door, Yam, and you have to have the back door fully open to load it. There is a button you can set that will, instead of doing it in stages, it will open it all, but it takes a little while. Right, see if you can come down now. Yeah, if you want to fly in the front at first, Wiz, and I'll fly in the back, and then if Yam wants to fly, and I'll fly in the front. Your headset fell off. Are you all right again? It's flying all right. It's a good job we're not delivering parcels to the orphanage Christmas. Or is it the leftover Easter eggs from some big shop you're delivering? Because they're going to be crying their eyes out if you gob it. Looking all right. This guy's a plane flyer predominantly. You can fly some of the other things, so he has a grasp of it, and he's flying in VR as well. Yeah, when it came out, I haven't tried it since. It seems to just fly, and it sounds like it's got a particular sound, hasn't it? I haven't used it for any targeting or anything. I just basically went through the startup, flew it. That wasn't too bad, Jam.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that was fine. So, the Apache, are you in front or behind?
Road targeting is tough, got to get it all visual.
With a little marker on the glass. What are you, Yam? Do you prefer co-pilot gunner or pilot? You've only done pilot. What's your pilot flying like?
I haven't flown it for about 6 months.
Manual startup?
I can do manual stuff.
You can.
Good points.
Okay.
Get the engine
Do you want to jump in and start it up and have a fly around before we go on a mission? Shall I get... Do you want to be in the front, Wiz? Or shall I go in the front of... Yam?
You go in front, so if he prefers to pilot or knows pilot the most, then you're better off
Yeah, the problem is, first of all, I want a pilot just to go through a simple startup, and also some of the handling, because I still see, you know, people see the Shark and don't realise you can do what the Shark does in the Apache. So I wanted to go through that. But then I want to go through the co-pilot gunner one. I haven't done it for an absolute age properly, and you got to be able to put me in the right place, if you see what I mean. You got to fly for me, not fly for yourself. It's different, isn't it? All right.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to get into a spot.
All right. Now the trouble is, again, I don't know whether we've got enough Apaches, because I don't think we will have. And this is the problem with this map unless you tweak it. So I'm going to get into a cold Apache. So when I'm in, if you see whether you can get in or not, because I suspect you can't. And it'll need the map changing again before I use it next week. So, well, you say that. So what I'm going to do initially is just go through the startup, and also how the hovering works. Usually, I mean, I did, what was it before? I've done the Huey, and I've gone through the Shark in detail, and I've explained the Shark handling and how the trimmer works. In the Apache, right, if you can understand the Shark trimmer, it will really help. Now, again, this is a startup I learned a long time ago. I'm not going after targets now, but I'll explain to my knowledge. Thanks, thank you, Magnus. So we're going to start off putting the battery on, okay? And you'll see some messages up here. I'm going to shut my door, as is the co-pilot gunner. So the co-pilot gunner, which one's me?
Johnny said he'll get out.
You're coming in. So the co-pilot gunner is here, and you've got the TADS on the front, okay? Which he controls. Right, we're going to put the APU on. Again, we always use an APU. Let's switch that on, and it'll show you up here that the APU power's on. If you can fly it okay, then take Wiz up, put Wiz in the front seat, right? And fly him up to waypoint 1 and take out some of the targets just using laser guided. So okay, so you can see the, yeah, why not? No, you
just want to do Chinook for practice.
Oh yeah, if you want to just fly the Chinook, you can, but there's no particular mission for it. Right, so this is the iHads, and we're going to switch it off for now with I.
I'm just flying the Chinook up from Chris, whatever it is,
Yeah.
back to Krasnodar.
When you start up, there's a little button here on your left butt cheek, or rotary, which is primary lights. You should put this on as one of the first things. I'm not going to do it now, so I can show you what you can't do, because that is turned down a little bit later on, but it is something you should have turned. What we're going to do is start the first engine, which will be the left engine here. So I'm going to press the start, and then we're going to look over here, and when it reaches about 20 or so, we're going to move the left throttle forward into the idle position. So press that forward and let go. There's the NG.
Said, hey, okay when I cold start Apache in VR and try to bore sight which lens side you use? It's never accurate for me.
I don't use any eyes. I don't use it in VR. I can use it in VR, but when I'm streaming, it's always in 2D. I've got too many apps open on monitoring, and my screen's 4K, and quality looks really amazing. So it's easier for me to stream on a flat screen. Right, okay, so what we're waiting for is this oil pressure to get less than 70, which it is now. So we can start the right-hand engine. Right-hand engine, you may have to manoeuvre your head a little bit to see it. What I'm doing at the moment is I pause my head tracking, and with my head tracking paused, I'm just using right control, right shift, numpad 4, numpad 6, and then using the diagonal, the divide sign, and the multiply sign, and that allows me to get in close to show you what's going on. Okay, it also allows you to look around the cockpit, but obviously it's easier for me to do it this way. The head tracking I'm using is AIM XYZ, and one of the things it does is captures all the keystrokes that I would normally use to maneuver my camera view. So I have to use the ones I've just explained as a compromise. So we're going to switch engine number 2 on, and again we're going to look over here. This time I'll put the engine lever in view as well. So this is up to 20 now, and I'm going to press this and it'll push the throttle up, and you'll see the second engine going. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go to ASC, Util, RLWR, so the warning radar. There's nothing here, it shoots anyway. I'm also going to go on to TSD. Sorry, I do lie. I'm going to go, there it is, TSD, and go on to show, so I can see where my co-pilot gunner is looking. I'm going to go into threat show, so I can see threats and targets. This is a line now. I'm going to turn the video feed down a little bit, which will make this easier to see. Okay, and where else am I? We haven't got any weapons on at the moment. So, let me think. We want a waypoint. So we're going to waypoint 1, although I'm not actually going to go there, but this is how you would set one. Wrong way. So on this particular mission there's only 9 waypoints, which is fine. We'll go direct 1, and it points. That's one way of doing it. We can also choose it by going point waypoint and setting waypoint 1 over there if it's either not on the list and we don't want to add more things to this list. There's about, this is alpha, there's alpha, beta, Charlie, delta, or alpha bravo Charlie dog, I think, which is the American. Right, so we can, although I'm not going to bother, we've got waypoints. I was just going to add in a landing zone or an LZ.
That's how you.
Right, over here. Hey, pup. Yeah, it's all right, matey. They've just done learning the Chinook startup. I'm going to push the throttles up, and nice and smoothly, and the engines should sync. Everything else should sync. I've got no weapons, remember, so I'm not worried about those at this stage. And if we look down here, if we go onto weapons, what we want here, acquisition target. Now, if I put this back on, I haven't aligned it yet. You'll see in the center there's a cross. and that is where it looks when it's fixed.
Not everything properly
This
yet.
diamond
Magnus_10
is out
said,
front.
Okay, I got a 10-hour round trip drive to do today.
Oh right, yeah.
See you around.
See you, Magnus. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for popping in.
To choose from.
So
And then pending request to mail. I'll choose from.
you basically, right, the diamond is always the front of where the helicopter is, look, okay? Try again, that's me.
I know.
And when you see this little cross in the middle, that means you're on fixed. And if you look down here, it says you're on fixed. That's me. This also says here, IHADS BS required, okay? And I'll come to that in a minute. What I want to do is I'm going to change this acquisition. Right, I can change it to a number of things. Gunner's helmet sight is my default, and we can do the seeker, have it on fixed, TADS, waypoints or waypoints or weapons. So I'm going to put it on the gunner's helmet sight. If we look, what else do I want? Oh yeah, comms. So we use radio 124, so we're going to go comms, manual. Change this by clicking it, and we change it over here.
You have no missiles at all.
So it'll be 124.000, okay? So we've changed that to 124. Now we'll put that back. Right, what else? Oh yeah, IHADS. So you need to align the IHADS. This is so when you're looking around, you're looking outside, the gun is synced with this, and also, no, that's about it, the gun, I think. And we line it by selecting down here, weapons, ball sight, IHADS. Oh, hiya, is it Dogistan or Doglistan? Hello and welcome back. Right, so when you select this, you see your cursor drops automatically, and all you've got to do is enter. That's fine. It depends. When I used to stream with 32 gig of RAM, I was absolutely fine until I got to the Syria map. And the Syria map will take up 32 gig of RAM nearly by itself. So when you add in all the other things that you've probably got running to stream, you'll find that you'll lose memory and then you'll crash. And that's one of the reasons why I upgraded. If you can go 64, is going to be much better. Obviously, depending on your computer, you may be able to add another 16.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, it's not a pain. Just ask away. I mean, I've gone the other extreme, but then I do video editing and music and stuff as well. But yeah, 32, you're likely to crash quite a bit when you're flying in Syria. Okay, so what I need to do is align it, and I look down here and there should be some concentric circles. However, we can't see them because at the beginning I told you that we need to turn this knob up. If we don't turn it up, these concentric circles do not appear. So we're going to turn it up. Now you'll see the circles, and all you've got to do is put your head down, look there, okay, and press the enter button for your controller, whichever it is, for your cursor. I think it's what's it, depress, and that's aligned. Now if you find this is a little bit out, especially when you're trying to fire the guns, just look a little bit over. It's not really a big issue. Okay, right, now because I pause and move in and out, it's not going to help me. So I've just switched this on.
Yeah,
And I'm going to wait for that to test, and I'm going to switch it to arm, and I'm going to bypass so I can fire my countermeasures manually. I'm going to uncage the standby attitude indicator. Normally I would turn all my knobs up personally, and then this row of switches is the squelch, and you don't really notice much difference in the in-game comms. However, in the SRS, that squelch makes quite a difference. Right, let's have a look. What else can I do? This will be there. If
Long time no flying, no how have you been?
I'm trying to read your name. Oh, Helly man. I can't quite read it. I'm sorry, because it's red on black. And that's my fault. I'm getting old. Yeah, all good, thanks. You haven't flown for a long time. I'm trying to look. Could be Hedgeman.
Just call me DJ Lo.
Oh, DJ. Just 1 minute. I got a bit of a cough. Okay. What else? If we go to TSD and go to perf, you can see here that in-ground, right? In-ground hover requires 66 torque, and the outer ground effect is 82.
Cursor depress, but it's not working.
I think it is, isn't it?
It is cursor depress, but has your cursor moved? When you go bore sight and iHads, your cursor should suddenly appear on the button that you need to press, overlaying it. The problem is if you use an analog little thing, right, like on the Warthog or something, you tend to push it off that when you go to click it. So just check that the cursor's on the right position, and then it is cursor depress.
What does the cursor need to be on, sorry?
So, you know when you select iHads and bore sight,
Yes.
there's two options, and there's a third one, right, and the cursor hovers over it. It just moves to it. Can you see it?
So like bore sight and then iHads.
Yeah. So your cursor drops.
Cursor's dropped down to BS now or something?
Yeah, something like that. And then when you align, then press the cursor depress, and it should select it. But if it moves, then it'll select something else.
Okay.
Have you got it on an analog?
Yes.
That's why then. So you're probably sliding off it. Right, okay, where was I? So you can see we require about 66 torque
We are good to
and
go.
82 there. And that's about it really. So I'm going to take off without any weapons, and I'm going to be extremely light, but I just want to show you a few of the things you should be aware about. Okay, so I'm going to take off, and I'm going to push my stick slightly left. Let's put this on. Okay, one of the things you need to be aware of, I'm pushing my rudder to the left. You see this asterisk? That asterisk, right, is where my rudder is currently trimmed. If I move my cyclic, that asterisk is where it's trimmed. So in this helicopter, unlike many others, you're trimming the rudder as well as your... Congratulations. Oh, warrior. Do you want if you're on what I was going to say, if you're on YouTube, there's a little link in Twitch in the description, and that'll open up a Twitch chat if you've got Twitch. So you'll get a more real time, and I can understand what your messages are, because at the moment I've got to look over there, and that's not always conducive to flying.
Error on my screen.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is do a little bit of left rudder,
Have we got
and that beeping instantly tells me, right, that I have forgotten
So we might
to
get
switch
a
off
bit
my
of a shock
APU.
I don't know why.
There it is. All right. So, oh man.
Never seen pylon.
Right, there we go. Right, if you over torque the engine and it can't deliver what what you've asked it to, then it will start lowering the RPM. And when it lowers the RPM, I think you'll lose anti-torque effectiveness, i.e. your tail rotor will stop or slow down because you haven't got enough power to turn or counter the torque, and it will also then start dropping the RPM on the rotor.
So I don't know why that's changed.
And what people would normally do as that happens is try and increase the pitch on the blade, and also, right, try and fly up. All you've got to do is flatten the blades and push your cyclic. It will normally take about 10 feet or so, 10, 20 feet max, to get out of the VRS. But that's what's happening. As you can see, the torque at the moment is about 65. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using that line we can see. I'm holding the trimmer, and I'm holding the trimmer while I'm flying. I'm going to start pulling my nose up. Okay, now as I slow down, you can see my speed dropping. As I slow down, it's going to start wanting me to add more torque, anti-torquing. So I'm going to keep slowing down until I can get it as slow as possible, and I'm holding the trimmer and gently bringing my cyclic back. Now you can see the speed. Now the way this helicopter works is there's an attitude hold. If you are doing less than 40 kilometers an hour, the attitude hold assumes you want to hover. If you do that, it will try and put you in a hover, but it takes forever. If you bring it down as low as you can, like I just have, and then cage it, right, let's see, there's a lot of wind on this map from memory, so let's see what it does. Right, I'm slowly bringing the collective up. You see my height? And I'm going to cage it when it's here, about. And you see the helicopter is not moving. Okay, now if you can get this number before you cage it really, really low, you'll find that it'll go into a hover really quick, and it will hover as good as the Shark. Oh, you've made a manual for the F-14. Excellent. The F-14, I think I've flown once, and then I was flying in the back and dropped somebody's weapons instead of dropping the canisters that we should have dropped, his bags. But do you see what I mean? So we're sitting here hovering, and it's just not moving.
We have no
Now,
at the moment.
I explained a couple of weeks ago I was flying the Shark. The Shark, the way the trimmer works in there is the same as this. You hold the trimmer down to disengage it, you let go of the trimmer to engage it. If you're going less than 40, the helicopter thinks, oh, you want to go into a hover, and it will try and put you into a hover. But if you can bring the number really low before you hit the attitude hold, it'll be quicker. If we fly in and we're going above 40, as I'll show you in a minute, it will hold its attitude. Okay, now I know that this, oh hang on, it's not as windy, it's not my map, it's got a bit of wind on but negligible. Usually I like a nice bit of wind blowing because it makes it more difficult. But you see the way this is just sitting there. Okay, and these, when this is on, when the attitude hold is on and the altitude is on, the trim can hold I think it's about 4% on this axis, your axis, and 6% on
Is that
the
what it is? I've got that
pitch
too.
axis.
Yeah, I just need to change.
Whereas with the shark, it's 20%. So you do have to be careful. You see these boxes?
No, me neither.
And it's held within these boxes. If it moves or there's too much input, as I'll show you now, I'm just going to apply a bit of cyclic. There'll be a point where it beeps and the box flashes because it can't hold it. It's trying. Nearly every other time it starts. There we go. And it's all over the place. And I've just shoved them round and they're still on. So I can reset this. Right, that switches them off by going aft. And then I'll get some forward movement, a little bit more control. And that's it. So just beware of that. Now we're moving forward,
It's at the back.
right?
I'm gonna put something at the back too.
You'll see when I box, let's move this a little bit more.
It's on that AS.
Let's bring this over a little bit so that that's the direction we're going.
Yes, gone on now, but I don't see where the AS is.
So now if I box the attitude hold,
No, right in front of you. Look at
the helicopter will hold the attitude and just keep going. Obviously it's going into the top of that building, so you don't want the velocity vector pointing at the top of the building, alright? Let's reset that again. Let's get a bit of height up.
Okay. Right, we should. No, it's got pylon arrow again. Let's get a new chopper.
A new chopper for a pylon error? What the hell?
Use the pylon error. I just googled it. It says it's something to do with the map error.
With a map?
Yeah.
You got
mission error.
a mission error?
Yeah, that's what Google said.
We've got FMC
This
disengaged
this
as
is
well.
a little. This is a little high torque, so I'm slowing it down or backing off on the collective. Boxing the attitude, and you see the helicopter's actually going over there. But again, I can also box the altitude.
Okay, ready for you.
It's not going to have it. It's got too much input. Let's pull it down a little bit. There we go. So it'll fly along at that height, right, and at that attitude. It's quite automated. Right, we'll reset that. So it's quite easy from this point of view to be able to do that, to be honest. We haven't got a little man in the front as such. We've got no weapons. So I'll put some weapons on. You're still in Stingy?
I think someone disconnected.
So we'll go back to the airbase. If you're in VR, when you're flying around, you'll see little gaps, right, that in 2D look like you can't possibly get in there. Whereas when you're in VR, you realise how much space there is. And it's really deceptive. So when you're looking through trees and you see tiny little gaps, in VR you'll find that you can actually get through them. But in 2D, it will look like you won't be able to. So let's go back and find where my runway is. Where am I? I'm over here. Make sure your blades are going over the tops of the buildings and there's no squirrels waiting in the tops of the trees. So this is a two-seater helicopter, and it's much better when there's two people in it, to be honest. How far did I go? Well, a bit further than I thought. It's much better with two people in it. Oh, that doesn't help, does it? Let's zoom out a bit. Okay, going the wrong way. So you can have AI in the front or the back. I don't like it particularly. It's much more fun with two people. Johnny's jumped out, Stingy's jumped out, and that's that. If anybody wants to jump in and be my pilot so I can go through some of the things in the front seat, feel free. It used to be really bad for if you over talk, it wouldn't take much, it would just drop. And now it's not so bad. Chat's really quiet today as well. You can also throw this thing around a lot more than you think. I'll probably crash it, but I'll show you what I mean. Unfortunately, I haven't got the much in the way of sound at the moment. Let's see if I can alter my sound, which is on another screen, of course. Moving quite quick. Well, kilometres, it's not quick in kilometres, is it? I think the airbase is just this way. It shouldn't be too far away. Or is this it? Yeah. Let's see if we can do a quick stop. No. I know.
We didn't have pylon error, and now all of a sudden we've got pylon error.
Yeah, another part of that.
Another one.
Yeah, I don't know what, like, we was fine.
Yeah.
And then, I haven't touched anything, then I just see pylon error come up.
So, what weapons you got on?
K's.
Just K's?
Just K's.
So why on earth would you get a pylon error?
Don't know.
It's aligned, isn't it?
Okay, it's not pylon error now. Backscatter. Let's try. I can laze. Now it's saying balance limit, which is normal.
No, it's, yeah.
Waypoint 1 set.
Is it a manual start for both of you?
Yes, been manual start, yeah.
Just wondered.
Rotor RPM low.
Just press TSD, I've got
Yeah.
the map.
Is it because the brightness is down? You just
I clicked on map and I clicked on shows.
right, okay. Have you also set CAC on the right, anybody? You're not going to need it yet, but from the pilot's point of view, for instance, are you looking through the TADs at the moment?
Yes.
Not you. Have you got the TADs on screen? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You can see me moving around.
So you can see that, and also all.
Slave to the pilot's helmet as well.
Okay, and if you look on your TADs you can see a CAC on the right. So basically, if, say, Wiz can put a mark on the map that you can see that he wants you to go, if you see what I mean. So Wiz can put the cursor on that map. If Wiz can see the targets, Wiz can say, right, put a marker on, and you can go in. Okay.
I can see where he's looking on the map as well.
Okay.
I can see his video and his pointer on the map.
We'll go and join them, shall we? Let's go and get some weapons. It'll be on your TSD. So if you look on the right hand side, it says CAC.
Yeah.
And it just means you go and change it. So you got L's, did you say?
Yeah, laser Mavericks.
Yeah.
Not Mavericks, laser
Hellfires. We'll take L's up and we'll get.
So yeah, waypoint set, we should be good to go.
5.1, yeah.
Yeah, 54 kilometres away.
Right, so let's put that up. We've got some headroom. Change the livery to.
I remember how.
Oh, there's a few here. We'll go green. Let's make sure we get refueled and everything, and then we'll just go up. Weapons from the pilot's point of view when you're flying is awful. You can't do a lot really. You tall, the little guy in the front.
I see a green line to our left.
What you're looking for? Waypoint 9 is where you took off from.
How do you get to see waypoint 1?
You need to change your iHads display from hover to transition.
Hang on.
And then you'll have the dotted line and you'll be able to see the marker on your iHads then.
You've got it set already because Wiz has done it. So on your TADs, can you see the green line?
I can see 9 of the green line, yeah.
When you're saying 9, where you see 9?
It's where we are. It's like where we've landed. It's the waypoint we're at.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But I can't see the route to 1.
What do you mean you can't see the route to 1? You can't see
Okay. Look. I didn't want those. What am I doing? I wanted the case.
V0GZ said,
I do.
where you guys playing?
We're on Thingamajig and I'm just going through Krasnodar on a very basic
You can see the green line, on the
training map.
TSD, yeah?
It's a training mission we always use.
Yeah.
There's a green line going to the left.
Just follow that green line until you see a marker of where you're going.
So it's
You
just
see that
basic.
point in your iHads. Waypoint.
It's just basic. Come on, let's change these. It's a basic training mission. So there's a few targets up north. And earlier they were just going through the startup of the Chinook.
I've got this the wrong way around. I thought it was inverted.
Gotcha.
Which is one I always use, especially when we're going through weapons with people. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so there we go. Those are the laser ones with a clear. We've also got, right now, this is pointing to waypoint 1, which is where the target's going to be. We've also got Control V because our co-pilot gun is AI, and we need to press and hold the button to start him up, which I think could be that one. I don't think it is. It's this one. Okay, so he's starting up. Now, what we can do then when we take off, let's make a mark Right, we're heavy. Sorry, set a route. We've got one over to the waypoint we want to go. So we should be able to just take off
We'll be a master doing it.
and start. We're a lot heavier now. So I really need to get moving a little bit. I'm setting the attitude hold by accident, as you can see. So I'm holding the trimmer, bringing this round, and we're going that way.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
So that's where my velocity vector is pointing at the moment. When I let go of my trimmer, I have to not only relax the stick to the center, which is fairly standard for helicopters in DCS, but you also have to relax your grip on the stick, on the rudder. Now once you're moving at a certain speed that you want, you can just pop the bit over there, which I told you about earlier, and you should be able to put attitude hold on. The throttle is really sensitive, so we're now heading sort of in the rough direction. I'm going to switch this on to countermeasures. I'm also going to put this in active, and now we have a few controls, so we can look over here, and there's a hat function. If we just go over to controls and I lift this hat, all of this is for telling the guy what to do. So when I look over there, I can get him to go and look what's over there.
Roger. Empty slave.
Okay, and you'll see the cross should not that one.
Empty slave.
Right, let me change. Now he may be moving the TADs, so when he's flying we're going to change the left screen to vid. We're going to select TADs, right, and then we can see the screen that he's using. Can you see?
Roger. Slave.
So that's what he's using, so I'm telling him where to look. Now we can zoom in that as well. Let's increase my height, because we either go over pylons or under them. You can't go through the cables and you can't go through the pylons. Sometimes, like now, it's quite difficult to see the cables depending on the lighting, and because I'm not paying that much attention in terms of, because I'm explaining stuff, it's probably going to be easy to go over. Oh, it's a bit of a roll. Let's roll that a little bit more. I'm going to put the velocity over there. Still got a little bit of a roll, but that's fine. Drop the collective a little bit so it's not moaning. Right, okay. So we can then change it to zoom in, right, narrow or wide, and we can see what he's looking at. We can also change the thing to the TADs, so that cross will appear. If we go, let's have a look, weapon. Hopefully I'm not crushing while I'm doing this. Change that, we can change it to TAD. If I could see what it is, where's TADs down the bottom? So now that will tell me where the TADs is looking. Okay, so if I look over there,
Slaving. Empty slave.
that's where the TADs is looking. At the moment, this guy's on free fire. I'm going to take him off for now, and I'm going to select the gun. So I'm going to was the gun, which should fire where I'm looking, or more or less. Maybe. Let's see where it hits. Yeah, it's not far off. A little bit out, maybe. So it just means if I want to hit something, I've got to look slightly down, say that patch over there, slightly down to the right. Should go just about round by that patch. Okay. Let's put my little man's screen back on. Now, it's up to him to put the laser on, so when he started it up, he should have the laser. I also want to be able to give him, using the same hat, right, the weapon. There we go. So he's got the Hellfires, so he's in control of the missiles. And so we've got 32k to go, and then we'll start seeing the target. Still, my collective is a little bit too high. See where the others are. Oh, you back on the deck again?
No.
Well, who's back at the base? Yam's on the floor, cheeky riff. I thought you would have been there ages ago.
Well, by technique.
What was the issue?
Three.
Go on.
He said Denise's controls were inverted, so we flew up, lost power.
Oh, you crashed?
Well, it was a controlled landing, yeah. Controlled crash.
So you could have just sort of put it in a position and then switched them over. Surely you could have just put attitude hold on and you would have carried on.
There was no power, like, I lost all power to screens and everything, so there would be no iHads or anything.
Ah, right, you lost power.
Yeah.
What happened there, Yam? You have to switch it off and on again. I can't hear Yam. Not sure if he's having any issues.
Sounds like it.
124 radio check. You got in-game comms on? 124?
I did have about 3 helicopters ago. Yes.
3 helicopters ago.
Yeah.
What was that in the Chinooks you mean? That's what you mean, don't you, obviously?
No. Manual. PHF 124. Enter. Game comms are now installed. Do you want to do Daylink?
No.
Okay.
Apart from the fact I've forgotten a lot of it, it's just too much. It's too much for just going through this for a first time.
Like,
No, yeah, but for explaining to people,
oh, God, yes.
yeah, I don't want to just. It's like the A10. I can go on all day about that, but just people will just get really confused, as you do or will.
Yes.
But next week we'll just go through the startup, take the same missiles, get you doing multiple missiles,
Deluxe said, hi.
come back and land. Hey, yep. If you got any questions,
yeah.
please feel free to ask, and then we'll pick up some H's as well, and we'll pick up some CBU 97s, maybe some 105s as well. You know how to drop those, don't you?
I5s.
105s, 97s,
No, they're GPUs. I've not done them before.
CBUs.
DPUs, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
GPUs. You don't want to drop GPUs, everyone will rip your arm off. That was a GPU.
12s.
GBU, that is, 12s. Not graphics cards, no.
No. Oh, I've left the crew.
Right, so we could.
I think Yami's having big issues.
Slaving. Deslaving.
I think he is. I think he is. I've got a seat. I've got a lovely warm seat.
Has George been keeping it warm for me?
Well, I hope so. I hope he switched everything on because we haven't got any pylon errors.
I jump in.
Well, let's see what Yam's doing first. You don't know, like, you know, leave him there.
Jump out, I think.
Right, go on then, jump in.
Currently learning the Who H1. It's
Oh, yeah.
challenging. Biggest problem right now is I don't understand anything on multiplayer games. No idea
Right.
what people are doing.
Right, George,
What
what
should
have
I
you
do,
been doing to my
etc.,
helicopter?
etc. Am I the only one on this feeling?
No, it's really confusing.
Get that eye hats off.
Okay, co-pilot's gone now. You should have control of everything. I'm watching through the TAD. So he's controlling the TAD now.
Laser is good. Do we have targets?
We're going there. I'm going to, I'm on guns. We should have some targets moving from the right. You'll get an announcement soon. I thought you guys would have triggered them, but doesn't look like it. No. Oh, yes, that, hang on. Yeah, they must have gone ages ago. Okay, one of the trips up that they went, so we're getting there. Okay, Huey, first of all, when you say challenging, explain to me what you mean by challenging. What are the problems you're having with a Huey?
Boss, the chaff is safe. I'm going to arm chaff for you.
Yeah, just arm it.
Shifting from translation to who there is the main issue.
Right, I've got you. So you're going from there to hover. And how's your landing? Are you able to get it down?
Progress.
No, that's fine.
Resistance fighters in the area were able to set up a smoke marker on the last vehicle in the convoy. They're activating the smoke marker now.
Smoke marker is normally on the right.
Slowly to avoid the RS.
Okay, excellent. So the way you want to always do that is try and just get into a hover, low level hover. Okay, and when you get into a low level hover, you see the smoke up ahead, is it? Yep. Okay, that's telling me.
Yes.
So that smoke marker there is where the whole of the convoy and everything is. It spawned over on the right, if you remember, and we ignored it, and then they've travelled up. Can you give me a range?
To a tree.
To the smoke marker. That will be this end of the line.
No one hitting, really.
No. Well, yeah. Can you just let me go up a little bit higher for you? So,
It's,
what I would think about is get your
73.
2,000 metres.
Yep.
You sure? Is that all?
Yep.
So we within range?
Very much so.
Okay, let me slow down then, and I'll give you some more height so you can see what's going on.
Switching to TV mode.
So again, I'm just slowing the helicopter down. I'll sit down and hover for now if you want, and reposition if you want. Should be plenty high enough.
How can I not get a target?
I was surprised it was only 2,000 metres, but it might be. You can see what he's looking at there. Just one moment, let me get this into hover and I'll carry on with the Huey conversation.
One target.
Mr. Squiffy said, "What's your tracker profile look like?"
2 targets.
Just one moment. Let me get this into a nice hover first for
3
my
targets.
gunner. Are you putting them on the map as well?
No. Let me see if this is the store button. Actually, there's just a little button on the handle I can use, isn't there?
Yeah, I use most of the stuff, right, on the buttons that are there, to be fair. Now, one of the things I forgot to look at is...
3 targets.
Sorry about the turning, it's just me.
Yeah. Still 2,000 metres away.
Right. Right, so that should be in a reasonable hover. A bit of a wind up here. Right, you okay? You got visibility and stuff?
You need to swing to the right, and that's better.
Okay.
Oh, I've got good visibility, yeah. So around about here would be ideal.
Okay.
So, rifle.
There we go. So he's rifling.
We're very close, I don't think I need to train it.
There's the missile going. Right, so with the Huey, it's alright. I'm talking to somebody about Hueys at the moment. If I don't get answers straight away. So yeah, once you can get your... I'll come to you, Mr. Scoofy, in a minute. When you have a good grasp of the helicopter, one of the things you want to make sure you can do is, obviously your gunners, are you able to fly round and let your gunners take out targets?
Oh, now we're coming to 9,000.
Right, I did think we was a bit far away. I was really surprised because your missile's dropping out the air.
Yeah.
Completely, isn't it?
Yeah, try tracking, but yeah, laser range you definitely said 2,000 metres, and then now it's...
Yeah, it just doesn't... It doesn't look like it to me. But I was letting you do it. It's about 7 mile, which is about 14k. So you can see the targets, yeah?
Yeah, look at number 1, like the one I stored.
Yeah.
How close that is compared to where we're at. If you look at the TSD, you can see where the laser's pointing as well.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it, yeah. It's a bit weird. Just 1 minute. Okay, there's 3 things. 1, the guy with the helicopter, right? The VRS bit is come down to a hover before you try and land. Get it nice and stable, get really low, hover, even if it's a foot or 2 feet off the air or half a metre or a metre. You'll be in ground effect and you should have control, and then just lower it down. Learn the guys that you've got for gunners, both front and rear gunners. Don't shoot yourself. Your job is to put your gunners on target. And if you can do all of that, you want to find a mission where you can go flying, land, pick up troops, take them back to a hospital, right, where it's really short, or make your own. When you get onto multiplayer missions, it depends on the mission. For instance, on our mission, you can go and pick pilots up. If you want to jump in on Saturday, I'm doing something like about 9 till 1, you're more than welcome to come in, and there's jobs there for a Huey, which is go and pick down pilots up. You can also take supplies, and you can also shoot things. So you're more than welcome to jump in with us and we'll help you out. Mr. Scoofy, okay, I'll move forward, shall I, and get back down to where I was?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Mr. Scoofy, I'm not using track IR. I am...
On the map, and your eye has shown nautical miles instead of kilometres.
Oh, my map. What? Shouldn't be showing nautical miles.
I can change it for you if you want.
Hang on, we're talking... I haven't got nautical miles on my... What's it map? In my TSD. I'm on about F10.
Yeah, I can change the TSD to nautical miles as well.
Oh, I just did on mine. Don't worry.
Okay.
So I checked and it was on nautical miles, but I changed it to kilometres. Or I might have done. I could see it was 7 mile away. and then changed it. I hit the button. Just keep an eye on the targets and see if you can get the right distance.
Yeah, I can still see the
So yeah,
targets.
Mr. Scoofy, I don't use tracker. I'm using something called AIM XYZ, which is just a little camera on the top. And the reason I'm not using track AR is I don't use headphones because I don't like wearing headphones for hours and hours and hours. Feels like I'm still wearing them.
If we go
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah, that's fine. I have an idea of where we're going. And you've got an idea of where we're going, haven't you?
Off to our right, innit?
Yeah, a little right.
Ready markers getting closer and closer.
That's fine.
We're at 9k. Closing in. No, we're at 8.
Yeah, I'm slowing down.
Definitely in range.
Slowing down a little bit. What sort of height do you want, or do you want to peek between the trees?
This height would be okay. I can see the target.
Okay, let me slow down, get into hover.
I shoot. No.
You can shoot if you want. The key
Right.
is F6. F6 will allow you to follow the weapons in. I'll try and get stable for you. So I'm just slowing the helicopter down so I can engage my attitude hold. Come on.
Check 1. Check 2.
That's alright. What happened?
Check 3.
IMAX decided to shut itself.
Oh, shit the bed.
There's I don't know what happened. I've had a quick look though. It says something to do with one of the folders in the program data. So I just renamed it, and it's suddenly come back into life again. So I think it generated a file or something, and it just looking at the feedback loop. But the headset was just constantly. First of all, I heard a really loud noise in the headset, and then the headset was just constantly restarting the machine. And it also reset the PC as well.
That's not good. I thought he was having a few issues. Sorry, F6.
Good to go again there.
Okay. If I can see my F6 on this keyboard.
I just joined on Mel. I can join back on you once you're in. Like, just that front seat. Keeps the seat warm until I get there.
There we go. Yeah, there's a tank and there was an anti-air at the other end of that convoy. I don't know if you took them both out. So what he's doing is looking at the targets, as we can see down here, look. May have moved forward, but definitely at the end, two ends, there were two vehicles.
Yeah, I took out 2 vehicles with long noses.
You're as bad as me. Sticky out pointy things.
Yeah.
So F6 and you'll follow the weapon.
And obviously like Scud launchers.
Yeah, they're fine. Is Yam ready yet?
No, not yet.
Alright.
I would say, without looking at F10, but it looks like it's clear to go with guns if you want.
There's still some tanks likely to be around, unless he's changed the mission. There's usually some shooty things, and there's definitely a guy in the building. To follow the road up, and then you look to the left. Look, what's that guy at the back there? Another tank, is that? No.
It's
No.
another Scud launcher sort of thing.
Yeah, I think he's changed some of the things in this version.
to check F10?
Well, you can see. Yeah, just keep going up the road. You see a building. There's one on the right, one on the left. And I think you've passed it. It might have been that one there. It's like a barracky type building. And there's usually a guy in there that shoots at you. So those are the trucks. You've got anti-air. Did you get the anti-air?
I think so.
The anti-air, you know the tower?
Things, right?
No, those artillery. No, go to the right of that and look over there. Stop. Go back to the left again slowly. Keep going. There's the tower. Right, I think just there's anti-air, right? Some guys in, you know, those pits that are buried in a pit between there and to your left. And I can't, there they are. Go left. I've just seen them. Go left a bit more. Stop. See them behind that truck. The little gun shooting up. That's a concrete bunker thing. Yeah. Just behind that. Just behind that, there's a concrete pillbox dug into the floor with little anti-airmen. So it's that thing you can just see sticking up.
Yeah, I would need a bit of height to be able to look
Yeah,
up.
do you want me to go up then? Just one moment. Also, I'll give you a bit of left. So, moving up. Don't want to go too fast. That beep is telling me that it's unable to hold the altitude, which is fine because that's what I'm doing. Is that enough? Oh, I'm turning you out too far, aren't I, as well? It's there behind those, by those trucks. To the left of the tower, I think it is. Tower's on your left. Oh, have you got your limiter on as well?
Like I can see the sticky up things behind this truck. Or is it
Yeah.
that, is this truck the actual thing?
No, there's, as I said, it's,
Frame.
you know that, let me have a look for you in a minute, just 1 minute. You know that, let's have a look, get my head in the right place. Right, so it's, that truck, those I think are guys behind that truck. So that's the anti-air, I'm pretty sure, just behind the truck. Now I've gone up already, I've gone up a lot higher. Thought we'd be able to see that. What range are we on?
We are at
6,000, yeah, gun's not going to reach, is it? But if you look, can you see my stream or not? You got a window on it or not? There's two guys sitting in an anti-air thing in a concrete bunker.
Yeah, I think I can slightly see the bunker to the left of this.
It's just at the back of it. Are you on White Hot by any chance?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it should stand out.
No, I'm on TV at the moment.
Okay.
That's White Hot. But you can't zoom in so much, but there's the bunker, right?
It looks like it's sort of, that's not it to the left. It's in behind that truck and be just in front of that other vehicle there. You can see the guy's head sticking up as you go along. You see the gun stick up. There's two guys sitting in it.
Yeah, that's the truck, isn't it?
No. You think it's the truck. Look at the truck behind it. Truck behind it is exactly the same, no guns. You can shoot the truck and then get it out the way. Right, so lasers
Yeah.
fired.
Look at that.
If you watch this missile down on mine, if you, oh, you got it. There it is. Can you see? Look.
The little building to the
Did
right.
Did you see it then? Let me go and find it for you. What I need to do is go F10, he says, and not when that's on. I'll show it you.
Another tank over there.
There's the few tanks and things. To move down here and hit. I've got to try and remember this.
If you want, I'll save the pilot helmet and you can show me that way if you think you can see it.
Off. There we go. So I've forgotten which thing it is. Right. It'll be funny if he's moved in terms of the guys moved it. Where it is. Here it is. Can you see? No, I'm not. This is doing me on the F10 map.
I don't see it on stream. I think,
Yeah, it's on my screen, but you won't. You should see it on the stream in a minute. But the trouble is, you've got these trucks sitting in front. Okay, that give an impression, but it's here. There's this little bunker thing. If you can see the tower, right? It's looking up the road. It's round about 8 o'clock from the tower, looking up the road. So you find the tower there. There's the tower, right?
yeah.
Now,
I've got to get rid of this marker on this tank for some reason.
right. So if you imagine, it's all right. You moved again, or is that the helicopter?
It's looking the bunker there. There you go.
Okay.
Right,
So just behind, right, it's not that far down. So find the tower again. So the tower at the moment for you, right, is 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So round about, say, 7 o'clock on the tower, right, which is forward and slightly left, is where that thing is. And I think it's behind that smoke. It's round by those trucks. I'm sure I can just see it.
trucks, those two trucks are.
Right, you see the truck, the front truck.
Yeah.
Put your cursor and that's cock in front of it. In front of that truck, and that's cock. At the same level. At the same level.
In front
Stop. There. Yeah. So where you've got.
through the fire.
Yeah, I can. So where you've got that truck, imagine where its bumper is, right? And you move a smidgen forward of its bumper and slightly up, right? It's back there. That's too far. I don't.
Far from the bumper.
Yeah. There. It's literally where you're pointing. Try that. You can see the base of it to the right of the fire. Look. Follow the fire, right? And you'll see the base. See the little slopey bit to the right?
Yes.
That's it. So if you point to the middle of that, you might be all right.
It's probably as middle as it's going to get.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There you go. You can see it more now. Look.
Yeah.
Have you got using the LMC?
LMC?
Yeah. Before you go on, are you using the LMC to study your view, or are you locking on and using that?
Looking on.
Right. The LMC is a linear motor compensator. Do you know it?
No.
Right. So when you press that, you get brackets around your target.
Yes.
You could, Do you know which I mean now?
That's what I've been using, so that you can track.
Yeah, moving targets.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I use, yeah.
Right, okay. You can see the guns and everything now, look.
No, I can, yeah.
Because I don't get to see those come on. I wasn't sure because of the way it was moving.
Rifle.
Right, if we have a look. And the thing is, what I wanted to show is go into the front seat as well and explain then the bits from there. So from the back one, all I've got to do is literally sit and get the position. Thing.
Should have been a direct hit.
Did it? Was it?
It's all broken up.
Where are we looking now? We're still looking in the right place. Oh yeah. It's all
You can
broken.
see on my screen that it's all broken.
There they are. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like broken, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I did see another tank there. I've got wheels on which I need to change. Rifle.
You've got down here time of flight. As you can see, my iHads is in the way. So this is what I can see
The
there.
stream for some reason keeps doing that. It's stopping the stream.
Are you watching on YouTube or Twitch?
Which
So when you're selecting, because you're always... What is that lock thing? You can select 3 targets, can't you?
yeah, that's what I did. You see, I fired 3 rockets, killed 3 things.
Yeah, I was just surprised that, you see, when I'm looking at that now, right?
Do you want to know what the button is?
No, I know what it is, but this is why I asked, are you not using the LMC?
Yes, I am. If that's what it's called.
Well, so you've got lines at the end of your view, yeah?
Yeah, I've got like a bracket on each side of the target.
No, that's not the LMC. For instance, what you've got there is you've bracketed the target and you can select up to 3 and switch between them, yeah? Right, the way you're moving now, right, you can have that perfectly stationary and you don't need to lock a target. So the helicopter's obviously moving a little bit, which is why you're moving, yeah?
Yeah.
But the linear motor compensator
Right.
is a motor that will stop the TADs from moving as the helicopter moves by turning the TADs automatically at the thing you're pointing at.
Right. Okay.
So when this is moving, I could possibly stop it. I don't know whether it's wind related, but I could trim this out, right? So it's got a 2 mile an hour wind from the left, which I know I can possibly trim out. But when you get a target that's moving, right, you can use the LMC. Now, as you notice in a second or two, this is stationary. Okay? So let me try and find this button for you because it is what you will use an awful lot. So when the helicopter's moving around, this will just steady. Think of it like a steady cam on a camera. Is it? I've got to go into Copilot Gunner. That one. There you go. It's called. You switch it on and switch it off. So you need something you can press on and off. So it's TDAC left hand grip and it's called LHG, linear motor compensation button. Okay, now I've got it set on something on the base of my throttle because obviously as a CPG you're not using your throttle. But if you use that, it will help you out a lot where you're targeting. So if somebody's not that steady and there's a little bit of jiggle, you can use it. You can use it to track a moving target, right? Or you can use it to counter the movement of the helicopter. And what you'll see when you select it, you'll see a line, you know, your target that you're looking at. There you go, you got it, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Now the problem is, try moving it when you're not looking at a target and you'll find it really difficult. So switch it off, point at the target you want, right? Anything.
Yeah.
And then you'll have to compensate by, if it's drifting right, just click it on now, click it on. And now just gently, and I mean really gently, move your stick to stop it from moving. Look at that, see? So that is automatically compensating for the movement of the helicopter, and you're on that target.
Okay.
Right, now you'll find that it saves you having to set 3 targets, etc. You can just do it and it will work. Unless the helicopter's all over the place. You can, if there's a moving target, you can actually put it on the target, nudge it slightly, match the speed of the moving target and do that as well. But that is your primary way of really targeting. I can see now it's so much different, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if it's something you're not used to, but this is how you would normally use your aim. And then switch it off when you're not looking at that target. The other thing I would also suggest is something I think you're not doing. What you're using to move your view around.
Stick sort of thing.
Okay. So I use a hat to move around. But then, when the stuff that's moving around a bit and I need to track it, especially with this, I press a button and it acts as a switch. And then my joystick will be my axis control for the TAD. I've mentioned it before.
You did, yeah.
The difference is, if you've got a moving vehicle and you're trying to target and you're using the LMC, right? You can just move your joystick, match the speed, hit the button, it'll just latch on, and that's it. When you've got these things, right, those are one way of doing it, but I believe not the preferred way from what I've seen. They serve a purpose, but they do switch off, disappear, stuff like that. Whereas using the LMC is the way forward. I wouldn't normally use an LMC and that. You've got the target already. So you can switch your LMC off. And then you've already got it bracketed. There's no moving targets, unfortunately. But when I get a chance, I'll show you what I mean from my point of view when I get in the front. I don't think that's going to happen today, looking at the time. But do you see what I mean? Where's Yam? Are you on the way up, Yam?
Yes.
Okie dokie. So, can you see where we are?
Roughly where you are, yeah.
You can. I was going to say you can send our position to him, but it's not going to help. It's not going to help because he won't know how to use it. You want to try fighting with that, right? And see how you get on with it. If you do any sudden movements, you're just going to find you drift off. You can't do big movements when it's on. So it's got to be tiny little subtle movements. Right, there's quite a few keys for the different views if you're still there, Iowa guy. And Sorry, what was that?
Switching over. That would probably be easier with the whole stick for your hat rather than a little stick as your hat.
Yeah, I would. As I said, I always use for my rough movements a hat, and then change to the stick and the resolution. I don't use it for big stuff because it's too slow. But for really finessing stuff, it's really, really good. All right, let's see where Yam is. Yeah, he's on the way up. Is that a bit easier now where you throttle the right way around?
Absolutely.
And your headset not playing up?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
You can see that bunker really easily now there's no fire.
Yeah, we're at 69 for 17.69, yeah.
Okay, I'm doing...
Hiya. Oh, I'm just trying to read the bloody names. I must be getting old, can't read them. Yeah, so follow that stick with the LMC, that vehicle that's moving. Just match his speed. He's stopped now, isn't it? Right, fire at something just so they move and see if you can track it.
I need you to go to the left a lot. Not a lot.
Okay. I can see where you're pointing. You're pointing about 35 degrees out. What was that, sorry?
Lovely chopper. Yeah, Wolf.
Keeps wanting to go a bit more than I want it to.
Right.
Missile, forward. Yeah, I'll find the weapons in this one. Not find the weapons yet.
Yeah, that's fine. You can... Right, let's see if the other stuff moves, right? And then try and track it. I see you got your brackets on. There's a vehicle to your left, look.
Mm-hmm.
So, switch the compensator off, then on when you're there, and then match. Okay, he's stopped. So are they. Do you want to jump in with Yam and get him over here? That's the little shooty thing that was at the back of the convoy on your left. That there. That's it. Yeah, you could do finer control, but that's okay. Should get him now. You should be able to hit...
Did you shoot it or leave it for Yam?
Shoot that one and then it won't shoot him down.
I can't find anything.
I'm jumping in with you.
Right, so F7, right, we'll switch through these.
Whatever that button is that locks the target, I have that set to my first D10 on my trigger, so it locks everything I shoot on.
Oh yeah, so the laser is the first detent normally, I think, isn't it? So this, right, the F7 cycles through all the different targets. Right, so you've left me then, have you?
Not yet. You'll get George.
Come on, George.
As nice as I am, but...
Oh, I don't know, I bet you can find a target or two. So as soon as...
Yeah, it'll be better than I mean.
As soon as he jumps out, then we'll use George. So you just get a rough idea from when you're using AI.
George,
Have you gone? Have you jumped?
Not yet, no. I'm looking for
Looking for Yam.
Yes, found him. I
Oh.
left the crew.
You have, and you've left it on LMC and everything. Georgie's going to be pissed.
He'll be fine.
Right, let's go back to George. Go over there.
And slave. Empty slave.
Okay, I am in the front
Right.
seat.
So, what George will do,
Weapons, yeah, you did.
right, as I said earlier, I'll look.
That's not my department.
My department.
I'll look where I want him to look.
My
George's job.
circus, not my monkeys.
And then I'm going to up arrow, up my hat, and he'll put the tads there, and I can see where the tads is looking, and these are the targets he can see, alright? Now, if I zoom in, oh, wrong button there, I might need, can I see, let me think, that's on my helmet, isn't it? Let's have a look. So we can see where he's looking. That's not going to help. So that's where he's looking, and I can choose either one of these with the same hat again. I can go down the list.
Yeah, I can see targets.
These are the things he can see. Right?
Yes,
And I can just go right. He's got his laser on. Right? And then you can see him lasing, and then I can tell him when to fire. I think. Come on, fire. I think it might. Oh, how do I get George to fire without putting him on auto fire for consent? He's got his target. He's lasing it.
You have to press weapons consent, wherever it is. You just push.
Oh right, I know which it is. Yeah, I remember now.
So for force trim hold
Oh.
mode switch at
What is the weapons
left
consent?
and force trim
It's not that.
hold mode switch.
Is it
out
that?
right would be what you're looking
There we go.
for.
Oh, he's on free fire. I didn't want him on free fire. Let me just check my consent button.
Oh, the stars are the left. It's the stars, isn't it?
So we're on CPG. Is it that? Is it that one?
Those are good hits.
No. I want it as pilot.
Okay.
So where's my George AI helper? That's the one I'm after. And which one's right down? Okay. Let's try.
Copy. Ceasefire.
Right, might be that. Let's pull that up. Let's try this again, shall we?
So for the.
I don't like using George, to be honest. So we're looking over there again. We're going to tell him to look there.
C-slave.
Give him his thing.
Blazing.
BM. Right, so he's lasing the target. Got a target selected. Is it?
Lasers off. Lasers off.
No. Oh, I know what it is. It's long.
Oh yeah, which are good.
Yeah, baby.
You got one off?
Yeah, I'm going from left to right.
Okay. I still
Anything else that's more.
I still can't get him to consent. What I can't remember what the hell consent to fire is.
It's like the same. It's pushing the middle button, the one that gets him to also arm everything up. You know when it's red,
Right.
and you have to press it down.
Yeah.
And it'll say set
Blazing.
up
Blazing.
in progress, etc.
I don't think I've got one.
You want me to tell you the keybind?
Yeah. I normally what I do is stick him on free fire.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
It just goes and kills stuff. And normally I'd prefer the FCR and then do it myself.
Pilot.
Yeah, I was just looking.
Under all but access commands, it's George AI multifunctional input center. That is consent to fire.
So it's George AI.
So it's under pilot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
under
yeah.
all but access commands. But if you just type in George, you should get a few Georges.
Yeah, I got it.
And it's multifunctional input center.
See, if I spell it right, this is why I don't like using AI. It's much better having a what's it? Right, throttle joy button 21.
Got the button now?
I can see it. Yeah, I just got to work out which one it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it is that one. Bugger. I did press it earlier, but it didn't do anything.
So he'll either say negative,
Lasers off.
too far,
Deslaving.
or he'll say
Laser on.
engaging.
Copy. Engaging.
Right, okay. Yeah, it was the button I thought. It's just that I didn't press it properly.
What's the button to hold the where you are?
It's your trimmer left. You know where you've got the trimmer on the hat? Have you got a trimmer set?
Yeah, sure.
So the trimmer hat is forward for the trim, hold it to set trim and let go. No, hold it and then let go to set trim. Yeah, left for attitude, right for altitude, and aft to reset the two.
I might need
You're standing, you're all right. You're not too bad. Have you got a box on the left-hand side?
It's a pain, isn't it?
I've got a box.
See, yeah. So look on the left. You know where your speed normally is.
Yeah.
Is that got a box around it?
Yeah, it has now, yeah.
Right. Okay. And what's the number in it?
26.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. can confirm.
26.
It's a good number.
So you're still moving, or is that the wind where you are? It's not one of my winds. Oh, right, yeah. So hold the trimmer forward, right, and then just gently ease it left, and then let go of the trimmer, and see if the attitude... Oh, dear. Don't forget to lift your feet when you do the trimmer. Yeah, you shouldn't have a trimmer reset whatsoever. It doesn't exist on the Apache. You've also bought FCR, which you didn't need. Hang on, what was that, yeah?
I don't know what I was up against.
No, well, you've got the wrong type of missiles for the FCR. So the FCR needs the lasers. Wow, you up there? Yeah, no, you're all right. Just left rudder a bit. Okay. I can see what's happening. Right, pull the little hat backwards once, which is the one on the trimmer, to reset attitude and altitude. Push your cyclic forward. Just push your cyclic forward. Right, flatten your blades. Okay, maybe not then. Maybe not. No, it's all right. You're good. Someone's opened the door to jump out. Okay. I don't know what you did there, matey. I can't tell. But...
Whatever landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
Alright, just one moment. I do apologise.
reckon I'll be going with it.
Sorry about that. That was my other half phoning me and I forgot.
Oh dear.
And it's a bit later than I expected. I've got a warm seat in the front still.
Yeah.
Who's standing on the front glass? Did the blades not hurt? Are you able to lift the helicopter back? Oh, he's standing there now.
If he gets up there,
If you push your joystick forward, he'll start walking. Oh, right, yeah, it's local. He's just trying to get you off the wing. Okay. Okay, Yam, so you need a bit more flying control stuff going on, yeah?
Yeah.
It looks like it. But if you want my seat at the front and finish off your last couple of missiles, you're welcome. Because I've got to go cook in a minute.
Kev said, what the hell have I tuned into?
Oh, you've tuned into Yam and Wiz.
Dynamic slots.
So they were trying to do some helicopter. Let me get him back in there. So everyone's saying on chat that they don't understand why you left.
Because you told me to. I wasn't told.
I told you to. What you got? Still got your targets? What do you want, mate? You alright, Kev?
We'll go there now.
Is it left or right?
Trying to see what's dead and what's not. They all look a bit wee whiffy.
All good thanks. You?
Yeah.
We could probably go in guns if you want. I don't see. Do you see any other duty targets that's going to kill us?
The building on the right usually has a gunner in it. And the tower has a man in it. So it's usually a man, yeah, at the base. Yeah, so Wizzy's doing the co-pilot gunner. I won't have time to do it. I think Yam needs some help with flying. I'm going to have to go anyway, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So if you're in the front and I leave, will it crash or will it allow Yam to get in?
It won't. No, it'll kick me out.
No, that's a bugger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just use your missiles up then. So it's got a range of about 8k these missiles have, which is quite good. You got no missiles left yet, or you got some?
3 more.
Says, do you have experience with the Hind? I have a technical issue.
I used to have, but I haven't flown it for ages. The guy who was on previously, who's now jumped off unfortunately, he was flying it, but I haven't flown it for a long time. What's the problem?
3, back to target 1. Rifle.
Are you waiting for the countdown so you can switch to the next target?
Yeah. It does it on the thingy, don't I think?
Yeah, what is the problem you're having? And I may remember, it's unlikely. But if there's anyone else on chat who could help with the MI-24, please shout up. Yeah. working. Oh, you can go off. You can disappear as well. Sat there for so long.
Manually shooting the guns ain't so easy.
It's alright. I've got to find my targets again. Where are they? To the...
Big front. Smoke.
I experienced a very annoying pedal input delay. I tried everything recommended, disengaged the dumper,
Right,
checked
smoke.
software and hardware, and still nothing. Could it be that the vehicle has animate system preventing student rudder
Let's
changes?
come to the left of smoke. Come to the right of smoke.
I'm not aware of it. What's it doing? Just delay on the input. So I haven't flown it for so long, so I'm not sure what changes they've introduced. When I used to fly it, it was... Oh, look.
Instead of that complex, isn't it?
When I used to fly it, the only thing it used to do was the weird retreating blade stuff. And you just had to be careful, but generally it was fine. But as I said, I'm not sure whether, you know, there's been any changes on the model since then. I'm going to have to start flying it again, to be honest. I haven't flown it for a long time.
Rotor RPM low.
God, she does nag a bit. What else was shooting at me? You got the guns at the moment?
I can't really see anything. That's
Oh, they're not working. Have I knocked... I haven't knocked them off, surely. Why are my guns not working? Got them selected, I think.
yeah, you still got a gun.
Oh, right, okay.
You
Okay, a little bit too far off to the right.
angle.
If I make an instant movement from full left to full right rudder, it needs 2.5 seconds to catch up. I can't make sharp maneuvers like this.
There's going to be some delay. I mean, to be honest, more realistic stuff does have a delay in real life. So, as I said, I'm not sure whether they've changed anything on the flight model or what. They may have done. They may have done, which means that there's a slight delay. You shouldn't necessarily always be able to throw things around as much as you necessarily see. But as I said, I haven't tried it.
Apprentice.
Pardon? There's a post. Oh, right, okay. So that is with reference to it.
Yep.
Right, there you go. Have a look at that link. I'm not sure if you've already seen it. Ah, a little bit far out. Oh, someone's shooting me. You see that fire then?
Said. However, when I tested my
Yeah, it's coming
hardware
out
with
the,
airplanes, it
square
moved
box.
instantly from full left to right.
Yeah, check that out. Thanks, Kev.
I will check it out.
Yeah, I said about these buildings, yeah.
Yeah, I can't. We're just moving too much for me to use tads.
you want me to come to a hover?
You want me to use tads and guns and...
Yeah, I've just gotta watch the time because I have to go pick her up and I gotta eat.
I'm just gonna go and...
Sorry guys, I was coughing. I do apologise.
Oh, I see.
I wasn't expecting to do this, but I suddenly started coughing.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, too flat there. Oh, sorry about. I have to keep letting go and muting the mic, and it sort of goes a bit all over the place. Hello again. Can't fire. You got guns, yeah?
No.
Okay.
I've got some. We've got some do now, guys.
Yeah, it's what I've got to do. Yeah, we'll have to go through some of the flying with you, some of the little things to make sure you know what's what with some of the bits that you were doing, so that you should be able to just get there, hover, and also use attitude hold and what you're looking for.
I don't know if these things were like this.
That you don't know whether what.
No, sir. Apparently, it's aircraft's intended limitations.
There you go.
What, 6 months ago? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do some of that, and at the same day, I'll maybe be able to go into the middle. We can do it in 2 weeks if you can wait that long. But you'll be back at work, won't you?
Rotor RPM high.
You'll be at work.
Rotor RPM high.
Might be on a weekday off. Well, it could be.
You could always book a day off. Right.
Rotor RPM high. Rotor RPM
I
high.
might help you as well.
Rotor RPM high.
Brilliant.
Rotor
In my
RPM high.
limited knowledge.
I think we're on fire here.
Rotor RPM low.
So yeah.
Engine 2.
It feels like we're on fire.
Rotor RPM low.
Right, okay.
2.
Yeah, that's what I thought it might be, to be honest. Anyway, despite the fiery ending and my coffee,
You cooked me.
yeah, it's alright, I was out.
I was having brain aneurysm with this issue because I gave €3,200 for my first flight seat and I thought it doesn't work.
No, it's... See, no, it's, to be honest, that's what I was saying, it's probably more realistic.
Yeah.
Real life helicopters do have a delay and you shouldn't necessarily throw them around. Cheers. Once I had to go in a real life helicopter and found that one out, and it was doing things with so much delay that I made it jump up and down, and that's how I learnt to fly helicopters and get the control, because the control's always small little adjustments rather than big ones. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully there were bits in there today that people learned from. Next week is following on with A10C training with Wiz, who went through the startup last week, and what I hope to do next week is go through the startup again, and then basically let's go to Snake, and then what I will do is go through rippling Mavs with
Is it possible for the person in the chat to
with Wiz. Okay, it's all right. That is a little bit distracting where that's telling me about the engines all the time. So I'm going to pass you over to Snake Venom.
Video I whispered you the other day, Mel.
No, I haven't yet, but I will have a look.
Engine 2 out.
I've had Lisa at home, haven't I, yesterday, and today I've been doing the stream after I took her to work, but I will have a look. Right. I'll see everybody. Thank you very much. Hopefully it was useful, and I'll pass you on now.
What a new delight is being able to navigate myself in that coordinated squad operations with the hand.
Yeah, he recently typed in.
I'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure of the particular mission, and I'll have to go. Cheers all. Thanks and goodbye. Right, those on